Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 57 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, 20, 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 2nd and 13, Breeze. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 64 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Sets up the screen to Gordon. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is the Chargers punter now. Marcus Sherrill's deep for the Saints. As a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down is Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Here we go. Here we go. 21. 21. Run. 49.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for... He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 87 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 9. Red Delta!
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
80. Check my 47. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check.
Here's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 buzz.
On play action, now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Breeze going to throw. And complete right side to Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a play fake. Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? You ready? Watch the run. 12. Watch the run. 20 seconds. 57's the mic. Watch the run. You're good. That's 4. Ready? 20 seconds.
On play action, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Gill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumble snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
There you go. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the foot. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
9 yards to go.
Ready. Yellow lady. 57 to Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Cluster.
To throw, Rivers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 31 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
47. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right,
and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Breeze to throw. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 58 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on this game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appeers lost.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Chargers 49, Saints 19. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got it.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. Line 49. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Black 15! Cluster. Just like that. Just like that.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rivers now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Breeze now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, he's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, 79 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready! 380!
Check, 47. Exit.
Throwing here, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that